Hi everyone, this is Marlene, and today we're going to talk about the seasons. What is a season? Well, there are 4 seasons in the year. Can anyone guess what those seasons are? If you said fall, winter, spring, and summer, you are correct. Now, what happens in the fall? Well, in the fall, the leaves turn brown and gold and they fall off the tree. Sometimes we even get to play in the leaves. Do you remember when we played in the leaves? I do. Next, we have winter. And in the winter, the trees have no leaves. They're cold and sometimes there's snow on top of them. And outside, it's really, really cold. Then we have spring. In the spring, it starts to get a little nicer out, and sometimes it even rains. And then we have summer, and in the summer, it's really sunny. All of the seasons bring changes. What do you think changes in the fall? Well, we said in the fall, the leaves fall down and the colors of the leaves change. And it starts to get a little cold. And in the winter, it starts to snow and the trees are bare. There's no leaves there. And in the spring, the sun sometimes is shining and sometimes it's raining. There's a lot of rain showers in the spring. Our days are also getting longer. And in the summer, it's hot. And usually there's no school. We get to go to camp and swim and have lots of fun and play outside. Usually, when the weather changes and the season changes, so does our clothing. And in the summer, we may wear shorts and t-shirts. And in the winter, we may wear a winter jacket. Today, we will talk about how the weather changes in spring and some clothing that we may wear in spring. In the spring, leaves sprout on trees, like we saw. Flowers come out, and sometimes it rains a lot. Here is a picture of some spring clothing. Sometimes we would wear a rain jacket if it rains, boots if it gets really rainy and wet, shorts sometimes, definitely a t-shirt, maybe a baseball cap. Would we wear a winter jacket? No, we can save our jackets for the winter and our hat too for the winter. A perfect picnic. A Perfect Picnic, written by Sarah Albee and illustrated by Tom Brannan. And remember, the author writes the book and the illustrator draws the pictures. It's a perfect day for a picnic, said Bert. What a fine way to celebrate spring. Smell those spring flowers. See the lambs in the field. Feel that breeze. And hear those cute birdies sing. Look, Ernie said, there's a baseball game. Elmo said, and a bicycle race. Ah, springtime, said Bert as he set down the basket. This looks like a nice, quiet place. Zoe brought over some flowers. It was then that Bert started to sneeze. Hachoo, said Bert. All these spring blossoms. Hachoo, give me allergies. The gentle spring breeze began to pick up. It blew away Zoe's bouquet, and then all the napkins and the spoons, Ernie's hat. Why, that wind nearly blew Bert away. Oh no, look at Bert flying. He's holding on to the tree. I guess it got windy. It gets windy in the spring. Just then, the food started marching away. Away went the bread and the jam. The ants, Bert cried. They're taking the food. Oh no, let's see, where are the ants? Oh, do you see the tiny ants? Throw crumbs for the robins, Elmo suggested. So Bert began tossing out bread. When they saw what was coming, the ants marched away. But now there were birdies instead. I guess the ants got scared of the birds. But look at Bert. Look at all the birds. This is not how I plan things, Bert said with a sigh, as Chipmunks made off with his carrot. Do you see the big carrot here with the chipmunks? A lamb ate some lettuce straight from Elmo's sandwich, but Elmo was happy to share it. Crack went a bat as it hit a baseball. They all looked up at the sky, and the baseball fell splat right in the chocolate cream pie. Here comes the racer, Zoe announced. Look out, Bert, they headed towards you. Zoom! All the bicycles spread through a puddle, splashing Bert up from top to bottom. Oh no, look at Bert, he got all dirty. Well, at least there's no rain in our spring celebration, said Bert with another small sigh. Uh-oh, Ernie pointed as gray clouds rushed in. Then raindrops poured down from the sky. Our spring picnic is ruined, the others said sadly. The rainstorm has spoiled everything. Bert smiled. Now cheer up, he said. It just wouldn't be spring without rain. I think they were having a lot of fun in the rain. Sometimes it's fun to play in the rain. I like to play in the rain sometimes. Do you remember some things that they did in the book that reminds us of spring? Let's see. Well, they went on a picnic, right? And the picnic was outside. And isn't it nice and green? Because in the spring, everything grows. And there are lots of flowers. Do we see all the flowers? Here's Zoe picking up lots of flowers. In the spring, the flowers grow, and they're really beautiful. Here's more flowers. Another thing that happens in the spring is the ants come out, and lots of animals come out. They come out after hibernation, or they come back from the south because the birds fly south for the winter, and now they're back. So they're all outside and ready to enjoy the spring weather. Here's the birds. They're back. We get to eat outside. That's fun in the spring. We also get to play games like baseball. That we do in the spring too. And ride bicycles. Do any of you ride bicycles? I think I saw a lot of yeses. Mora rides bicycles too. I love to ride bikes in the spring. But something that happens in the spring all the time is that it rains. Can you believe it rains? It does. And usually in the beginning of the spring, it rains a lot. And at the end, it rains less and less as we're getting closer to the summer. Now, I would like everyone to draw pictures of what they think happens in the spring. And can you text them to me or email them to me? Because I would love to see all your beautiful spring pictures. Don't forget to wear your spring clothing in your pictures and tell me all the things that you might see. Like these beautiful flowers. Do you see my flowers? I have a purple one, a blue one, and a red one. I love these spring flowers. So please send all your beautiful pictures to me. I can't wait to see them. Bye and enjoy your spring day.